Hey you guys, Deep here. Today, I'm actually not going to be talking about Star Rail or anything like that specifically. Like, amazing, right? I'm going to be talking about ZZZ, Zenless Zone Zero. And I'm not going to be discussing any characters or anything like that. I mostly wanted to talk about this game's events. Because as much as I love this game, and as much as I love the gameplay, some of these events are just not great. Now, last week, we had our last, for like a month, we had two different events to do, which was Camellia Golden Week, which was the bigger, let's say, main event, and we had the photograph event. Now, games like Genshin, Star Rail, and in this case, CCC by MiHoYo, all do these kind of photograph events. They're low effort, sure, and they're a bit boring, honestly, but hey, all of the games do it. That's fine. Whatever. My biggest gripe is with Carmelia Golden Week. I thought it was so boring. Every time you had to go into a level, you had to come out, talk to someone, do some weird mini game in the level, come out, talk to someone. All this while being inside the game's, let's say, television mechanic, which it's contentious, and I actually kind of like, but it's just simply it makes it last longer than it needs to. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Now, this isn't something that happens to every event, because most events in this game are actually kind of short. Before Carmelia Golden Week, we had, if I remember correctly, the television outside of the DVD player, right here, actually. Right. If we went here, we'd have a television with a sort of rhythm game, which we'd play. And I love rhythm games. But does it require a whole tiny event for it? It felt very... I don't want to say useless, but it definitely felt very short. You'd come in each day, you'd do one of the events, one of the mini games, and then you'd leave. It's sort of similar to those fighting events in Genshin, or I think actually Star Rail does these less, but those daily events where you have increased rewards for a certain, let's say, drop rate, like XP or Hero XP or something like that. Now, you can see in the background I'm doing my dailies right now. This is because I didn't do them before. And I think a video right now where we're discussing these type of things is as good a place as any to do them, But yeah, Carmelia Golden Week. Kind of disappointing, honestly. It was one of the game's first larger events. They've done them before. They had the Bamboo one, which wasn't amazing, but I kind of liked it, It was interesting to do. You have to spot the Bamboos and follow them around. It was nice to do. The story, sort of irrelevant, honestly. Sort of something that you don't really want to do, at least in my case. I thought of it as more of a let's skip this until I'm in more of a mood for reading, which I ended up not being in that week, which is fine, but something I wouldn't do again, right? You do them once, you do them again. Now, this isn't really ZZZ's fault. All Hoyoverse games, all MiHoYo games do this, where they have these tiny events which are not the best. Genshin right now is having its daily fighting event. It almost seems like weekly fighting event at this point, where you fight enemies in these rounds, and then you have to accumulate points to get the best score. And if you accumulate enough points, you can, I don't know, you can just get more gems or get more resources. Usually it's like not really good resource, like EXP or something like that, which, I'll take, but I prefer gems. And all games do this, but it feels like ZZZ has just laid down its authority on that. Like it feels like almost every event right now is just that. Now, this is probably a video I should have done yesterday, because patch 1.2 is actually coming out tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. It's one of these days, and I could preload the download already. This also means that all of my all the events are gone. We have the these are not really events. They're all here always. And yeah, they're not something where you can really do them, let's say, each week. Okay. Or they're not something that is limited. That's a better word of saying it. A better way of saying it. Something else I wanted to discuss, actually, is Hollow Zero. I can't be the only one who feels a bit bored doing this, right? I've done it to level 39 at this point. And even then, they've reduced this to, what was it? Before it was like 5 times they had all the rewards, now it's only twice. And I still don't do them twice. I still don't do them twice. Maybe once, if I'm feeling it. And actually, I'm gonna start doing one. Because I haven't taken in my Jane Doe team yet. But if I go here, I go, hey, let's do Old Capital Metro at about 3,000. I don't feel like using it much. Previously, I was using my Ellen Joe team, which honestly made it a bit more boring. I'm not the biggest fan of Ellen Joe. Like her character, don't like her gameplay. But hey, let's use Jane Doe. I like her a lot. Let's see. What kind of things can we get that are going to make this better, faster? Because usually what happens to me is I just get bored halfway through. Look, we go into the television stage, which, hey, I have nothing against. I kind of like. I think it adds to the game's pressure, but then these rewards start coming up, and let's say I get Energy Rezonia. This guy starts talking. Refuse the offer because that's just going to hurt me. Let's just go. I don't care what happens right now, I'm just gonna go. Dodge has a longer cooldown. It's not good to get in Jane, though. We get some more rewards first. The pressure mechanic is nice, though. It's one of the things I really like about television. Let's get these rewards, make ourselves a bit stronger. Move on to the next level. No, wait. Let's get Seth. I like him. Hand me 6. Really glad I got him, actually. I meant to pick that up. That's fine, though. Let's get Ally Butler, and then we'll move on. This is F. Did the game... Oh, I pressed T, so it slowed down again. At least they added that option, where it's now fully, like, default in Quick Play. Before it wasn't. It was more annoying, because every time you kept leaving, it kept resetting that, and you have to keep putting it the quick way. Oh god, I remember that so fondly. Ugh. Let's get this powered attack. But yeah, I want to talk about the events a bit more, actually. While I'm doing Hollow Zero, which is itself going to take a while, I wanted to think about how they could make these events better, right? Because I feel like a large part of this isn't about the TV, even though most of what I was discussing before was about it. It's mostly how they keep changing between it. They keep going into it, they keep coming out. You get into this weird, I don't want to say vibe, but this weird trance where you just keep going on a quest and getting taken out of the quest. It's honestly really annoying to deal with. It doesn't make you want to keep playing, if that helps. As those are not great bang boosts or whatever, you take them. What could they do to make this better? Well, obviously, they could just stick to one. Why not have an event that goes fully into the TV mode? I don't need to come out to talk to someone. Just have that person appear in the TV, right? That makes sense. I don't need someone to be outside. I don't need to see them. I just keep them out on the TV. Or even then, maybe that, honestly, just... Why not just make a big TV level? Like, we had the 2-hour TV level, which was like 99 levels down, which you didn't need to do 91 levels, but some people did. I saw it online. Why not have something like that, just bigger, and have like 3 massive levels where you keep seeing people? You could also make this sort of open world vibe where they go for outside and stick to it in the TV as well. Like, stick it in there. Am I gonna... Oh yeah, this is the since I have no other characters, I can just pick one of these. Pressure 30. Get coins. I did not mean to go in there. It's gonna make me take longer, but hey, it's fine. What else? What else? They could give out more trial characters. I feel like something that Genshin does a bit less than Star Rail, but Star Rail does really well, is they give out a lot of trial characters. Currently, I mean, ZZ doesn't have as many trial characters as each of those games together. Like, if they combine it twice, you'd still have less characters than Genshin. Maybe more than Star Rail. Not sure, right? But still, they could give me, like, Alice, or give me an Ellen Joe, or give me Jane Doe for free, honestly. I have her already, but, you know, for someone who doesn't, maybe it's nice. Maybe that would incentivize people to do it more. I don't know. Just like ideas I'm trying to bring up, right? Excuse me. Where is the wait? Where is the exit? There. Remove corruption effect. I think I can increase damage for the more corruption effects I have, but I'm not sure. Another thing that kind of annoys me, but this is less about Hollow Zero or the events. It's more about ZZZ itself. Is each battle you do, let's say I fight a tiny little minion on the side of the screen. That guy is gonna take a loading screen. Fighting the guy next to him is gonna take a loading screen. Fighting the guy after that guy is gonna take a loading screen. Fighting the boss is gonna take a loading screen. Well, like, I get it. The Star Rail does the same thing. But I don't know how to say this. It feels like in Star Rail it's just much faster. I don't really need to worry about finishing a combat or not. I want to go do my dailies. I just go into this sort of repetition, right? Where I keep loading up the last loop again, just doing the same fight in auto. And I don't need to worry. If I fight a guy in the overworld, I guess since I have Astro and I haven't done that much these days, but it feels like the fights just go by like really quickly compared to where it's easy. And maybe that's something to do with my gear as well, because my Jane Doe isn't the best, and I understand that. I've been trying to get her better at this point. But maybe that's just taking too long because of that. I'm not sure. Honestly, not sure. It's something I really wish they'd work on, because I feel like the game has so much potential, which is already reaching in some parts, and just missing massively in others. But I'm still gonna keep playing it, of course. I love the game. Absolutely love it. My currently, actually, I said this before, but in the next patch, they're gonna be releasing Jane Doe, not Jane Doe. They're releasing Bernice and Caesar. Now, I'm really not gonna be pulling for any, but that's not because the characters are bad. Caesar actually looks kind of cool, and Bernice looks super cool as well. It's mostly because the patch after that, we're gonna be getting, what is it, Yamaha? He basically uses a bow or something like that, and from what I saw in the leaks, looks kind of cool. And she's also an anomaly character, which I really like. We'll see. Look, I'm gonna do the corruption, get inflicted with it. That's fine. It's gonna give me that little loading screen as well. A bit annoying, but honestly, it doesn't take too long. It's fine. Now, I want to get into a fight. I get that signal loss mechanic. I get this intro. You can tell what I'm all right. Maybe I'm just being overly negative. I don't know. I feel like I need to say this again, but I really love the game. I really love it. Just wish these things like didn't have to wait so long. Something that's nice about this is that at least you can just like pick quickly. In Star Rail, it feels like they take a while as well. At least this is the end. I did put it on a lower level. My Jane Doe was level 60. And it's really, they're level 40 if I remember correctly. Or level 35. Not a fair match. But hey, I did this quickly. Exactly, so it wouldn't be a fair match. I love Jane though, it's so fast. Everything just gets dodged. I love the boss's second phase. That's something I can be positive about. Yeah, I can be positive about the stuff as well. I love the bosses, I love their second phases. I love the cutscenes in between games. Love them. Just wish the events were a bit less boring. And doing these things are just a bit less boring. But that doesn't help the game's case, right? Yeah, this boss is gonna be down. Under leveled up against a well-built chain. He wasn't gonna, or a decently built chain. Wasn't gonna last. But yeah, for me that's it. I want to talk about mostly the events. I did talk about other things as well. But for me, the events are where the game needs to improve at mostly. Again, love this game. Don't want to be overly negative about it. But I just feel like I had to get that out there, right? Had to talk about that. But yeah. If you guys like this content, if you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'd love having you here. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.